Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at smoke site executes with Jett. It's not as easy to do this with Jett as it is with Brimstone, but sometimes it's necessary for the Jett player to take this role, especially if you don't have a Brimstone or Omen on your team, or even in later rounds after all the other smokes on the team have been used up. If you get comfortable as Jett placing down a few of these smoke lineups, you'll greatly increase your team's chance of winning a close round. When you use Jett like this, you have to be confident in your placements, as you need to be able to place multiple smokes quickly to cover the whole of site. Once you've done this, you need to communicate with your team when it's safe to push, as there's only a small window after the smokes are placed when your team can use them as cover. When I'm showing you the smokes, I'll first show you where you should be aiming the smokes, and then I'll show a way to place the smokes from cover using Jett's ability to control them after she's thrown them. As well as site executes, I'll show you a few early round smokes that you can use on attack to give your team control important areas of the map. A few of which can also be used as one-way smokes to punish aggressive enemy pushes, which isn't even possible with someone like Brimstone. Finally, let's look at split. So, A site, sometimes you want to be able to smoke this off so you can push up into heaven, and then when you're in site, you want to be smoking window. Back of site, sometimes people play within site, or if you smoke them off that angle, holding the a main angle, they might come around here and try and peek you as you come through. So really simple one for smoking this off, obviously, just like that, lets you go up. If you're trying to do the opposite thing, you can smoke off from here. It's probably the easiest way to line it up because that's the gap where it is, so just there and pull it straight down, blocks the angle off, and then you can push into sight. When you're trying to smoke window, you want to be hitting the bottom here, is the easiest place to hit. So if you can get here safely, it's a way to hit it 100% of the time. You can do it from a safer area, so if you line yourself up using the minimap, go over here and down. That blocks the window nicely, let you get into sight. Smoking off this back angle, it's easier to just curve it around the wall rather than going over, like that. Or if they're playing in the elbow, you can get it to land a little bit closer. And that blocks both screens and also that angle, so you just have to be careful of this one as you come into sight. You'll have wanted to smoke off window at this point, or have your team in heaven. If you want to take mid control, you can do this from either side. You want to be smoking one on the ramp, and then one on the box. This lets you push up here and come up onto this box. Or you can smoke the doorway, so you can smoke the top of this one, and then this one. This lets you push up. This even gives you a one-way smoke if you're pushing from this side, so you can go. And you'll be able to see their feet if they're still holding that angle, and this one will be smoked too. You can also do a one-way smoke on this side if you smoke the top of the doorway. You can see their feet as they push out, and you might even be able to see someone on that ledge if you put it a little bit higher. These smokes are really easy from suicide, so you can either go over this box, or round it. From this side, you just have to curve both of them. But still very simple, and lets you get mid control early in the round. Pushing into B site from B main is pretty difficult, but you can smoke off this angle. You can smoke off here, although Jett's a little bit small for this, so it's better to do with the sage wall, and then obviously smoke window. So this one, you can just curve around the wall, like that. This one, if you're just placing it in this bit, you want to have smoked that off first so no one challenges you there, but then you can just smoke it and use that as cover. But as you can see, it's not quite big enough. You can place it a bit more closer to you, so you can run, and then you'll still have this bit angled uncovered, but you can sprint past. And to smoke window, you just have to curve it around this wall. It's about, if you're on this back wall, you line it up with this bit of grouting, and you can swerve it round. And then that, other than if they push right to the side here, although you could double smoke to cover it completely, but that gives you enough cover to get into sight quickly. You can actually smoke window from back here over this gap in the buildings if you're either about to push up mid or holding the flank. It is pretty difficult though, so you go over, pull it down and slightly to the right. You see that covers most of window, so you want it to be hitting about there, and that covers the whole window quite nicely, slightly more to the right. but that is very difficult, and only do that if you've practiced it a fair bit. If you enjoyed the video or learnt something, please subscribe. I've made tons of other content for Jett, so check that out on my channel on the end screen. Thanks for watching!